I mentioned the headwaters for the Fraser River up near Jasper, Alberta. So it's making its way all the way from Jasper to the Pacific Ocean. And here we go on the right, you'll see a red bridge. This is the Hell's Gate. And your best photographs of the Hell's Gate will be just before we enter into this tunnel, which is about 3 cars away from us now, for those of you downstairs. And then just after we exit the tunnel. So the Hell's Gate has always been, even before the railways were here, the narrowest point of the Fraser River, but it was considerably wider. It was about 330 feet across prior to the blasting that the Canadian Pacific and the Canadian National Railways did through this area. So over time, of course, this area is already a high risk for rockfall, but have some dynamite into the mix, and sometimes you can get some interesting things. So it was Canadian National that actually was the straw that broke the camel's back. They pretty much toppled the mountain that's behind us into the river and effectively narrowed this gorge to 25 feet across. Now 25 feet across, with all that sand and silt that's making its way from Jasper, is pretty much a dam. So that's what it created. So of course there was an urgency to actually dredge this out. And if you have to remember in the early 1900s, late 1800s, when they were causing all these rock slides, that the only way to dredge it out was manpower and steamboats and ox and any kind of cattle that were around. So it was all blood, sweat, and tears to get it dredged and opened up again. They managed to get it to its current width, which is 110 feet across, which is still very narrow. So over 146 million gallons of water pressing through this gap every single minute. 146 million gallons of water.